Welcome back to Let Us Become Sharper podcast. We are here again. This is what we do about this time. We're gonna let everybody introduce themselves. Tell us about it, bro.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Glad to be here one more time.
Yes.
With my brother from another and our amazing co-hosts, these beautiful women.
Yeah.
So it's always, a pleasurable event.
Yes, we got Shay Will. Shay, go ahead, do you?
Yes, Shay Will's in the building. Thank you for having me on this beautiful podcast, CJ.
Yeah, but it ain't just about the podcast, not to cut you.
Okay.
Tell us about the movie.
Okay, I got a movie coming out. It's going to be on Tubi soon. We have a red carpet premiere coming up. Check me for tickets. Queen of Diamonds. I have a nice role in there, So check me.
Okay.
April 14th.
Yeah. I see y'all and I hear all.
You was on it.
You like that?
I like that.
I like it. I'm always around, I'm real powerful. So before you even introduce in the rundown tell us about the movie.
That's right.
That's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad that you had that opportunity, and I know you're gonna do well.
Thank you. Always supporting our own.
Yeah, for sure. Got to. And this beautiful young lady right here.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nina in the building. Woo-hoo. Happy to be here.
Name.
All right, good to know. And this is CJ. Let Us Become Sharper. We do this. We get on this podcast, and you've seen some of our others. We asked you one question. We asked you, who is the person that you love the most? The person that you tell the truth, or the person that you tell the lie?
Wow.
We asked you that. And don't think that you still can't answer that question, because it's a lot of y'all out there that still pondered that topic. And we're not afraid to bring our topics to life, even in new shows, new podcasts, and new recordings. Go back and check that out. We got the link up on Instagram, CJ the Clipper Man. We got it on Facebook at Sweet Carl MRCJ. We got it at Private School on Facebook. What more you want? We got it. We got the clips on everybody's pages. So we're gonna drop down in the corner all the links for you to go back and check that out. But that's one question: who is the person that you love the most? The person that you tell the truth, or the person that you tell the lie? Now, when Shay Wills came, she introduced a topic that was new and refreshing. She asked, who takes the pain the best, the men or the women? And we came with a unanimous decision that it was the women who take the pain the best, because just being honest, I can't take it. So,
I love the accountability.
Just being honest, I can't.
That's right.
I can't take. Can you take the hurt? That's a whole nother level.
That was a good one.
Just thinking about it, I don't want to be bothered with that. So I don't want to. Just the thought of it is just grotesque. It's not something that I want to deal with. That's tough. So what I want to do today is I want to talk to you guys. We're back here together. It seems like we hang out every day, but we have so many different lives, and everyone's so busy. We don't have the time to kind of get together as much as we would like to. So we actually use these podcasts as our little get together. When we get back in, we look at it like a think tank, but it's really a podcast. I spoke about the phenomenal woman. Now, the phenomenal woman.
Phenomenal woman, that's me.
Yeah, the phenomenal. Yeah, of course.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, the phenomenal woman. So when I brought out the phenomenal woman, I got mixed reviews. I got some feedback, some all positive. None was negative, but they said, what would make you, what was the verification? That's a statement that we use on the podcast. All cash is verified. What was the verification of you making that be the topic? Why did you go there? And let me tell you why I went there. So as I sat back and I reflected on the happenings in my life just here lately. I'm not talking about ancient history. I'm just talking about here lately. And I've been looking at the opportunities, and I've been looking at the blessings. I've been looking at everything that's been taking place just in the last 120 days. And I say, it's no coincidence that I'm sitting here with Shay Wills. It's no coincidence that I'm here with Nina. It's no coincidence that we have Saturday morning topics with Tanisha T. This is just not something to be overlooked. So I had to start taking, as the word you said, accountability. Accountability. That's a big word, right?
My favorite word.
That's a big word. So past the level of accountability, I have to start recognizing, acknowledging. Quick question, just a little tidbit, just a little impromptu. Is not acknowledging something the same as discrediting something?
Most definitely.
You think so? Is not acknowledging something the same as discrediting something?
I don't think so.
What you think?
I mean, you can't discredit it if you didn't acknowledge it.
You made a decision to not
You
acknowledge
made a decision,
it,
not
just
to.
like you make a decision to discredit it.
Yeah, you made a decision. So you saw it,
You knew it happened.
but you didn't see
You knew he bought you a rollie, but you ain't put it up like, thank you, babe. You ain't. You just
yeah.
threw it over there because you had the AP already. You
Right.
just threw it over there like it's just a watch.
But that's not discrediting it. That's just putting it to the side.
Right. That's not that's not acknowledging though that you was like, oh, thank you so much, babe. Whoop. Then you get to your girls and Shay Will like, girl, I heard he about you. Yeah, you know.
Well, yeah, if you do it like that,
Make
like
it-
you know what I mean.
make it
If
lighter,
you, yeah,
make
if
it
you
lighter.
do it like that, then
Yeah.
yeah, that's a discredit. But if you don't say nothing,
I guess that's just a little appetizer.
If you
for
don't
y'all
say
to work
nothing,
on.
Right.
then you didn't acknowledge it.
well,
You ain't
he-
cook no special meal. You ain't wear nothing special that night.
Hold on,
acknowledging and discrediting is it the same?
that's what that
You make the same decision
is
not to.
Like
it's not acknowledging something or someone the same as discrediting something or someone.
no, I don't think so.
You don't
I
think
feel
so?
like lack of acknowledging something is running away from something. It's like not facing something, because like, why not acknowledge if somebody made a statement or anything? Just be adult enough to communicate properly and effectively and acknowledge whatever it is, whether you like it or don't like it. And that way I respect it because you made me, you heard me, okay, but you don't, cool.
Yeah,
but instead of ignoring me,
but at least acknowledge.
that's respect. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm trust.
So can you respect somebody to discredit you?
I don't respect that. That's when
respect
it's a thin line. I demand my respect. You don't gotta like me, but you gotta respect me.
No. I said, can you respect somebody that discredits you on something, not disrespect you?
That discredits me? Yeah, I can, because that's your opinion.
Right.
I'm not tripping.
Yeah. for sure.
I ain't trying to make you feel
Does it
how I
fall in
feel.
the category of constructive criticism?
I could take a shot. So yeah.
Everything don't meet that the constraint. So
Constructive criticism.
some of it just be criticism.
Yeah,
Right.
just- yeah.
Okay, so I that was just a tidbit that I wanted to throw out there for y'all, because y'all topic and conversational and podcasting skills is just something that I respect. So I knew I could just throw anything out there, y'all, and y'all.
Thank you for
y'all-
acknowledging and crediting us on that.
Trust in that,
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Respect.
that.
I
nice-
respect that.
That nice little,
Definitely respect that.
you know what I'm saying? Nice little, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, that's right.
You know, I do it like that sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So back to the phenomenal woman. So as not acknowledging something the same as discrediting something. Now, however y'all feel about that, that's how I felt. I felt that if you're gonna sit up here and not acknowledge these entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs, these mompreneurs come here.
What? Whoa.
Mompreneur?
Mompreneur?
Entrepreneur?
Mompreneur.
That's nice though. That's
Not momtrepreneur.
He tried.
He tried to add in extra
That was,
syllable.
that was
Siri was over here like
That
trying to
power, and that was power.
Siri said, "What?"
Powerful. Mom,
You like you some shit like something like that.
Yeah, Siri
That
was
a
like,
tongue twister.
I don't know what to say.
because I'm
How much
old.
would
You know I'm so old. I'm 100 years old, so I'm used to saying. I said
Momtrepreneur.
just said it.
It actually don't sound bad though.
No,
Still,
momtrepreneur is really not that bad.
it's not
but-
though. That's kind of
Where I went with it was.
Okay,
Hey,
okay, go. Give us the break that down.
so you say a mompreneur?
Mompreneur is what they call it.
These
Just
mom-
like they call it momager, like Kris Jenner cloned momager.
I get it.
So,
I get it. I'm not trying to
but
recreate.
momagepreneur is
It's powerful.
yeah, that's
That's when. That's
one-
when you.
that's
That's when
one of
you
them.
went powerful.
we need to go and patent that tomorrow.
We need to patent that tomorrow.
Yeah.
We
You
went
gotta put your name on
we
that.
went powerful right
Yeah.
there. You talk about powerful mompreneur went that way. That way.
How we spell that?
You take the E in off.
No, you don't even spell it that way. You spell entrepreneur and put mom at the front. Truh.
What?
Mama entrepreneur.
Mama entrepreneur. That
You gotta go
powerful.
patent that.
That's hard. That's hard. Yeah. I was in a restaurant one day. That brings me to a story. I was in a restaurant one day. It was this chick. She was standing there she was like one of those like sassy types, right? So she's standing in a restaurant. She was waiting on her food. She had got a carry out. So it was an older guy in there, older gentleman. He's standing there looking at her the whole time. He's kind of like sizing her up. I know that.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah. Well,
He's trying,
trying
to catch one.
he's trying to catch one.
Trying to catch a fish.
So he's checking her out, and she, how a woman has a way where she
was baiting.
not necessarily baiting,
She was
but
baiting.
she know how to move.
She was the fish, but he was the fish.
She
was using her feminine wiles.
Yeah, a woman knows she's being watched, so she knows she's being watched. So she boom, boom, boom. She had her homegirl with her, which I didn't know until later. The homegirl was sitting over there like on the waiting area, watching the whole thing go down. But she was actually standing in line waiting on the food.
So it was like the military. She was the shooter and girl was the spotter.
She said,
Reno quick on his feet.
Granddaddy,
he know how to do it.
Granddaddy back there.
He know how to do it.
Granddaddy back there.
Let me find
Did
out.
she have her phone in her hand? Did she have her phone in her hand?
Yeah. So
Let me find out Reno was sugar daddy.
No.
no, man. Let me find out.
No, I'm a married
Let me
man.
find out.
Beautiful.
So when she was walking out, because his advances, she didn't really take to him too well. So as she was walking, she got the food. The homegirl got up. That's how I knew they was together. And on their way out, she gave him a little eye contact, a little glance, and he gave her a wink like, wow, right? But it was just funny, like
The spotter.
when after the wink, somehow, some way, he left out. They came back in, and they were talking about the wink. She was like, "Girl, his whole right side of his body almost gave up." That wink was so powerful. His whole face did like that on a wink. I was like, "Oh, my entrepreneur was." I use every syllable in the English dictionary to get 1 point across. But how could I not acknowledge these mompreneurs? That's how you pronounce it.
No, we gonna use the
Mom
become sharper word.
Momtrepreneurs.
Right.
Yeah, we made a new word. Momtrepreneurs.
That's right.
How can I not acknowledge the momtrepreneurs that come in here, make time, cut out time in the schedule? And we're not gonna forget Naima too. She came too, but we focus here. They're here today. How can I not acknowledge these women that's coming in and being momtrepreneurs and establish their own businesses? Every time you have them introduce themselves, they're giving you 4 and 5 titles. So when I'm sitting here, watching like I'm like Phil. I'm like Kobe. I'm watching film in the locker room. I'm watching film in the locker room. I'm like Kyrie. I'm watching film. I'm studying the game, and I'm saying, man, I gotta say something about this.
Because they giving you that one wink like where I'm at.
They like where I'm at. So I'm like, okay. So I get in here and I talk about, boom, my phenomenal women. So I like to just acknowledge
Thank you.
the queens
Appreciate that.
and all the queens around the world.
Unfortunately, I was not able to be a part of that because I would have definitely shouted the queens out.
Your spirit was there, baby.
Yeah. This guy here, man. We got the right one. So yeah, that's what the phenomenal. That's from which the phenomenal women with that topic and that subject matter came from. It come from the momtrepreneurs, the mompreneurs, and just the phenomenal women, that's not, that work the 9 to 5s or however it goes. It come from that. So I said, would I be discrediting if I didn't acknowledge this? That was a personal conflict that I had within myself. I'm like, so are you supposed to be saying something about that? Or are you just supposed to keep on going and it become sharper and I'm sharp and CJ this and CJ that? Or should I be saying something about it? So that's where that come from. So expect to see a lot more of that. And I got a lot of testimonies on that one. I got a lot of testimonies on that one, and I'm quite sure that y'all have a million of them too. So that's going to be something that we can use moving forward. We got a topic that we're going to come out with, and I'm coming off the iPhone because I want to be accurate with this one. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what's going on with this. So where we at? So the topic is happiness a personal journey? And if you aren't content with yourself, can someone come into your life and make you content with yourself? Or do you have to be happy or content on your own before you can truly be happy? This is the topic. This is the question. Before we answer, because we like to let Reno go first. I know it's ladies first, but I want him to go first. But before we even answer, I want to let y'all know that Ulysses was my mentor in this game. Long time ago when I started in the barber game, some 20 plus years ago, Ulysses was the one who taught me how to manage and deal and be successful in the barber game. No longer just a barber. Now we're moving on to media. Now we have mom entrepreneurs here with us. We're going to assign Nina. Yeah, she's that person. So we're going to get started on that. And I'm actually happy to share, any proceeds from that with everybody on the panel. That's just how nice and generous I am, because that was genuinely a mistake. But taste the soup. Where's the spoon?
Give me a bowl.
Where's the spoon? Mom entrepreneur. That's cold. That's powerful. Reno, if you're not happy and content with yourself from the beginning, can someone come into your life and make you happy or content with yourself? Can you find happiness when you were unhappy and then someone comes into your life and makes you happy? Can that be done, brother?
All right, so my answer is layered. Y'all know it's always layers to my answers because I know how y'all try to give it up. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost,
let's hear this.
If I'm able to come into your life and make you happy, right? It won't last.
What do you mean by? What you mean?
It's impossible for that to last, because the moment I do something that make you unhappy, your happiness depend on me now.
Okay, hold on. Freeze the game. Freeze the game right there. Never mind it lasting. Can you do it?
Unfreeze the game?
Unfreeze the game.
Superficially.
Surface level, you saying? For sure.
I just dropped that off. I had to drop that on my ladies because I know they, I like to ruffle their feathers so they can get the spin. So now, secondly, it's not my responsibility to solely make you happy. It's my responsibility to add to your level of happiness and complement your happiness. I'm not supposed to come here to make you happy. But if I was supposed to meet you at a spot where you was already happy or you was headed to happiness so that I could perpetuate
in a perfect world. But I'm talking about Mary J. Listening to Mary J on replay.
No disrespect to Mary J, but Mary J was actually living through those moments. Those songs was
I know. That's what I'm talking about. Someone who's living through those moments.
When she was going through her healing, and she met somebody who she thought made her happy, her music changed. Her music changed.
Yeah, it changed.
And then her fan base switched up on her, other than the loyalists, because they was trying to get happy with Mary J when she was happy.
Listen, man, I'm not talking about Apple Music and Tidal and listening to. I'm not talking about her catalog. I'm not talking about her catalog and music because I'm a fan. I'm talking about someone who's going through what she went through when she made those older records. Someone
she wasn't happy and nobody didn't.
Okay, so if someone and that wasn't happy, can someone come in and make them happy?
No, she was already trailblazing her way to happiness. And dude came in, and again, she didn't know that she was on her way. So he made her happy superficially because that didn't last and it cost her more.
I see your
answer. Since we gonna use Mary J.
I see. No, I wasn't using Mary J. I'm using someone who's going through what Mary J went through.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't saying he was using, Mary. But if you look at it, she's still cool with his kids. That wasn't hers, all this, but it cost her money. It cost her time. It was superficial happiness because she wasn't able to be happy with herself. Not listen to her music. she back popping on that one tip. You feel me? And she ain't sad and she ain't talking
Hello,
about
gorgeous.
busting nobody windows out or none of that. Like, you just got to look at it like that.
But that's gross.
I get it. Okay, so you
Just like everybody ran behind Beyonce when the situation, what's the song, the album that came out after the fight in the elevator
With Lemonade.
Yeah, they ran behind that, and then they like Beyonce done lost it. Like, she wasn't talking about being hurt and sad before that anyway. What did she lose?
Right.
You miserable, baby. Beyonce can't make you happy.
Oh, okay, well, go ahead. I'm feeling your answer. You like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they can't make you happy. Like, y'all run behind the music. Dudes do it in a different aspect, but you run behind the music or a person, a persona, somebody's job. Like, oh, they happy. That's how you get all these topics on. She shouldn't be cheating on him. He did that to her. Like, cause you chasing that stuff can't make you happy. So that ain't my job. Social media ain't supposed to make you happy. It's supposed to entertain you.
Gotcha. So it's safe to say that we got 1 for another person can't come in and make you happy. You have to already be in that space.
At least headed there.
And then that person comes in and accentuates your happiness.
Absolutely.
Okay. We got 1 for.
Because I'm going to end it with this. If I can come in and make you happy, when I shatter your dreams, you back to unhappy. So was you really happy?
Man.
Or was you playing that happy? Because you was seeking something, and I just fulfilled that space, that moment. I just fed you like some food, but I ain't teach you how to go get your own food.
Man, that was
deep.
That was powerful. We became sharper. Every time we become sharper, I'm gonna call it out. But once again, it's acknowledging, or this is the same as discrediting. That was cold, bro. So we got you in the book for 1 for no. A person, you have to already be on your way to happiness, have some remnants of happiness already there for a person to come in, and then they can just make it better. Okay, we're moving across to Shay Wheels. You know, Shay Wheels, I want to say this before you say another word. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And, you know, I definitely observe and watch the things that you're doing on the internet. Shay Wheels, I'm talking about. This is a writer. This is a actress. This is a comedian. She's a model. She's a momtrepreneur.
Big Shay Wheels.
Big Shay Wheels. So now, someone who is not content or happy with themselves, can someone come in to their lives and make them happy? Let's hear your answer.
Well, I am very big on self-care, self-love, you know, becoming one and knowing who you are, because you never truly live till you know who you are, and you don't know who you are till you get by yourself. So I feel like nobody can make you happy. Like you said, it's like Reno said, it's superficial. It's gonna be temporary, and then it's based on, that's kind of like contingent upon things, you know. That's not even, that's conditional love. That's not even unconditional love. That's another thing. But I feel like you have to be so whole within yourself. And then somebody's supposed to add value to, you know, come in and add value to your life. That's why when you go into relationships, you should already be so happy and whole, or even like on your way, because you will be easily offended if you're not
dependent.
Because you depend. Oh, easily offended because you're dependent. Oh, that's deep. It's powerful. That was it. I like that. Easily offended.
United States patent list.
For sure.
Collaboration.
So you don't want to be dependent.
Easily offended because you are dependent.
Ooh, that's deep right there. That's a word.
You are easily offended because you are dependent.
Right. And that's not a good space to be in, because I feel like I can speak that because I've been that before. I've been in that space, operated there. So when I speak on this, it's experience. And I feel like on the other end of the spectrum of, I know who I am and whose I am and what I am, you know, like I feel like I would never let anything come in between my happiness for like my peace of mind, you know. So like I'm never easily offended now, you know what I'm saying? So like,
I got a question.
Yeah.
Because you were there. Did you know you were dependent in that space?
I didn't know until my life got switched up a little bit, and then the dependency when you had to be able to take accountability.
So you was
to
like,
grow.
oh,
I
so-
didn't know because you in it. So sometimes when you in something, you don't even know you a problem, or you in it. You know, like some people don't know that they could be a Debbie Downer. I'm just saying,
That's true.
you don't know
That's
until
true.
you're not a Debbie Downer no more.
Mm.
Then you like, damn, that was
That
me.
was me.
So,
Yeah.
so
And then-
Debbie Downer don't even know that they the
No,
Debbie
no,
Downer.
They don't know.
Because
They
don't
nobody
know.
even tell her that she really Debbie
Yeah.
Downer. They
Right.
talk around her when she leave. Like
Right.
she just threw the
And if
whole
you still in that
vibe
same
off.
energy all the time, you gonna be in that energy until you come out of that.
Especially, I just want to add, especially with my phenomenal women. My phenomenal women got a way, women understand each other a lot better than us men do. So the Debbie Downer, they'll let her go around for a little while before they cut. You know how we do, we cutting right in. Hey, my man, this the last time,
You coming to the barbecue.
Auntie crib, bro. This the last time you come in here talking about who, we about
Check
to
at the door.
we about to check him at the door. Y'all will do it in a more discreet kind of way and give her time to heal and grow and come out of the rut.
Shoot subliminals.
Yeah, the little subliminal.
Hopefully she pick up on the flag.
Yeah, y'all do little things, and,
Yeah.
and then to her credit, the women will pick up on the subliminals and be like, "Oh, that I'm the one." Okay, and
The
then
ones that take accountability.
Yeah. So
Because you do get the ones that be like,
well, that's with anything. That's what
forget them, they hating, they just
Yeah,
mad.
right.
Like, no, they ain't mad, sis, they happy.
that's
You
on your
mad.
own.
Right.
That's what
Right.
that's where you're going with
Right.
that. Okay.
That way you know what it is to be alone. So
Right.
that way, if somebody come or go, you won't even be feeling that depression that a lot of people feel. Because I mean, now you can get sad, but I'm saying, but when something breaks us apart, you won't feel that deep down in the valley if you already like
it's the end of
it's
the
the
road.
end of the road.
Right.
You like,
Especially
man,
when,
you like
when
that was a
things
great
go
experience.
left.
You like that was a great experience.
was
I'll
cool.
do this next time. I won't self-sabotage on this. I'll do better next. I mean, that's how you will move with life. Because
I
guess
love-
what? Keep living.
I
It was
love that.
It was a blessing in
It
the
was
lesson.
a blessing and a lesson.
Oh
That's
man,
it.
y'all,
That's it. If
y'all
it didn't
are-
work, it wasn't meant. That's it.
Y'all,
That's how you
y'all
look
on,
at it.
y'all on the road tonight. Man, I'm loving it. Let us become sharper. Ulysses.
I got one thing to
was
say
my
last.
mentor.
One thing about life gon' life.
Life don't lie.
Hey, listen,
That's it.
I ain't never even heard it put like that.
Life
gon' life.
Life
Yeah.
gon' life.
You
What
know,
is
we
you
might,
gonna do though?
What you gonna do about
We
it?
might have
Life
to-
gonna life.
yeah.
What is you gonna do?
we might have to wait a little extended period before we release this to clear all patents.
I know we said some powerful stuff today.
We firing up.
Easy
We firing off with cannons, landmines, stepping on landmines,
Yeah.
legs fly, blowing up, boom, boom. We the definition of boom.
For
Drop
sure.
boom
We
emojis, fire
sharper.
emojis. All right.
Oh,
Now,
We need the sound effects. We need the gunshots.
Oh, yeah.
Let Nina get.
Tell
Let's
them,
get
tell
to
them
the
so we
Nina.
became sharper.
Nina about to. You already
No,
know.
she's
Here
ready.
we go. Here
Let's
you go.
get it.
So we've thought about it. We're becoming sharper. We're developing. We're walking through this topic. Can you be unfulfilled, unhappy with yourself, and someone come in and make you happy and give you fulfillment and make you become sharper and become fulfilled with yourself? How do you feel about that?
I don't think so. You definitely have to be happy with yourself.
You're saying that not to cut you off. You're saying that in a very, very strong and confident. You really meaning this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I feel like you take on what other people dealing with when you in relationships. So whatever they dealing with, you dealing with. So usually if you're not happy and you get in a relationship, the other person can't make you happy. You most likely making that person miserable.
That's real. That's messed up. That's cool. For real. Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, I want to interject.
Please do.
I never ever thought about it like that.
Dang, yeah.
You making the
The
you-
vibrations is off now.
because this person is zenful and happy and bringing positive energy,
Sucking
trying
them
to
dry.
bring you up. Not only are they not able to bring you up, but you
You
are
bringing them down.
Bringing them
making
down.
them miserable
Because negative energy outweigh positive energy
every time.
every single
every
time.
If you in it or if you with it every day,
Yeah, every
Yeah,
day.
if, they,
It can
if
overpower.
it's consistent,
right?
For sure.
So you have to
Wow.
separate yourself from
But
that.
consistency is the key.
That's right.
And if you don't know you the Debbie Downer,
They just Debbie
That
downing.
mean-
They
that
gonna be
mean-
downing.
that means you just living your
you
just living your best your
you
true
living
your true life.
Like,
I don't see nothing wrong with this.
I'm trying to figure
what's
out
wrong
what
with
you
this
see
one?
wrong
Yeah.
with it. Listen, I might have to go home like, hey, I didn't know I was I didn't know I was Debbie and Yo Dog.
Debbie and Yo
Oh, man, y'all is the talent.
Man, this is crazy.
Y'all is the realest in the game today.
Got to become sharper, man.
Y'all
Yes.
becoming sharper. Y'all
Got
firing
to
on.
become sharper.
Y'all V16 motor today. Y'all,
And listen, I told you we need the gunshots. I knew she was coming for war.
man, we gonna have.
I mean, I just feel like happiness is not a destination, it's a journey. You can't, like, a lot of people think money gonna make me happy. Okay, so when
Right.
you get the money, you still ain't happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Car gonna make me happy. When you get the car, you still ain't happy. You know what I mean? So it's just life experiences, going through things and just learning, what makes you happy, and self, just, being happy
So
with
can
yourself.
any one thing make you happy?
No, I think you have to know yourself.
Right.
You have to know, you have to be happy with yourself and be happy with your choices you made in life. Be happy with your journey that you've been through in life.
So whatever decisions that you choose to make, because if you are truly not happy, you will never be happy. You have to only you have the power to make you happy. Only you have the power to whatever we really manifest with everyone. Whatever you say it is, if you say I'm depressed, then you're depressed. If you say I'm happy, guess what? You if you say it every day, you will be happy.
Yeah.
You got to really see it and feel it and get into an energy that only operates in that energy. You don't be around anything that's other than that. What did my shirt say? Positivity. I only want to be around positivity.
No, what if?
If it's negativity, I'm getting away from it.
Okay,
for sure.
so now let me throw this.
That's
at
why I'm
y'all.
happy
Let
all
me-
the time.
Let me hit y'all with this curveball. What if I don't know I'm unhappy? And what if I don't even know what happiness is? How do I know when I'm happy if I don't?
You know what it is?
You know what happiness.
Like,
you,
I know-
you know what happiness. Is.
I know someone who, like, that comes back to the people who don't like to take accountability. So if somebody's offering you a helping hand, you say, hey, try counseling, try therapy, and it may do good for you. Because I see that you kind of having these struggles in this area, or you know, just trying to, that's me offering love, because I can't make you feel how I feel, but I can give you the tools to where you're going to find your own happiness, something to help me find mine.
Shout out
So-
to the therapist.
For sure.
Yeah,
But
For sure.
right, but people who don't want to receive that,
Yeah, therapy is definitely
That's-
the way.
I think they know they're unhappy, but they afraid of true change, because change is definitely gonna happen when you go there. You're gonna find out who you are.
Y'all
You-
coming with the heat tonight.
you guys are one of the most interesting. Back to my original appetizer that I gave y'all. Recognition. I'm recognizing the fact that I was right when I spoke about the phenomenal women. I was right about that one, and I went over that. I got one of my homeboys. He was in Puerto Rico. He watches the podcast, and he come back. He was doing some business here, and he called me early Monday morning. He said, "Listen, man, I was busy, but I watched as you spoke about the phenomenal woman, and you was right on with that. When you watch that particular episode again, notice one thing: the green outfit. I look like green on. That gave me the green light to speak about the phenomenal woman. The green was on me, symbolizing the green light to go ahead and be free. Don't worry about what your friend's going to say in the man cave. Don't worry about what your homeboy going to say when he heard you rapping every lyric that denounced or said something against the phenomenal woman. He gonna bring that up. Man, ain't you the same one? I said, dog, this a new day, man. I ain't never been through these kinds of experiences that I'm going through right now. So that's why I spoke about my phenomenal woman. And right now we're witnessing the phenomenon.
A paradigm shift.
The paradigm has shifted.
Right.
The tectonic plates of the earth have moved.
Come on and talk.
So now I'm gonna go ahead on and give it real. So this is a very, very great day. This is a very proud day for me. It's a very unorthodox day because now we have 1, 2, 3 in agreement, but I don't agree.
Oh, okay.
I don't agree.
Tell us. Do tell.
Now, I have never been in a scenario where I was unhappy. I started off, I believe I was a happy kid. I believe I was good to people. I don't know. But, for my adult life, young adult and adult life, I've never been unhappy before. I started cutting hair and making money so young that, it was we rolling. So I don't get too much of the unhappiness. I don't get too much of the, I understand depression and I understand, but I don't get too much of that. So I was in a relationship where I wasn't at my best. Being unhappy, okay, we'll leverage that for in my scenario, we'll just say at my best. Unhappy, no. Not at my best, yes. I was at a point when I was not at my best because of the arguing. Arguing is something that I don't care. When you're in a tumultuous relationship, I don't care who you think you are. Arguing frazzles you to a degree.
Mhm.
You will put the iron in the refrigerator, in the freezer. You will take the Kool-Aid pitcher and set it on the ironing board. You will be kind of off a little bit, everything that you do, once you done went 10 rounds with someone and a negative connotation. So I was going through that, and out of nowhere, it was just like, ding, 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 you're coming with me. So I'm like, well, this ain't even all the way on the up and up, but the way I'm feeling, it just instantly threw me into a euphoric state. So I'm like, wow. So let's just check it out. And I'm just talking about on a friendship level. I'm just feeling the peace. I'm feeling the professionalism. And then I looked at myself and I saw the CJ zest. I'm looking at it like, man, I didn't even know I lost that. I'm zestful again. You
was zesty.
We trying to say saucy.
Because listen, my banky, everybody gonna listen to this. Like, you sat there and let dude say he was zesty. So
don't let him get away with it.
I want to clarify for the people.
First of all, my friend, you called me zesty. I said I saw the zest.
And you said you were
seeing
zestful.
the zest and being zesty is two different things. I was zestful. That means full of zest. But I was never zesty.
Full of zest, but not zesty.
I was never zesty. I was
like the
zestful.
breakdown.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Let's become sharp.
We
We
will
gonna
discuss this.
We're gonna
off
cut
camera
right down
on
the middle.
Thursday.
No, I've never
Thursday.
been zesty.
Was zestful.
I was zestful, full of zest. I mean,
Yeah, we gonna
Okay.
discuss this.
Yeah, we gonna have that
I'm gonna let
discussion
you
later.
slide with that one tonight, but we will revisit this
yeah,
conversation.
I ain't never been zesty.
Oh,
No, I
But you've been full of zest though.
you know what?
I was full of zest.
You know what?
How about just don't use that word?
Zest, okay.
Just say joyful.
Oh, I don't. Yeah,
we can take it to church. Joyful.
Right.
With that once.
Okay.
Euphoric was a good one.
There we
There
go.
we
Like
go.
euphoric.
Euphoric was
Euphoric.
good. Stay there.
I mean,
Okay.
you was on some mushrooms.
Yeah. I was on a high. I was on a high, and that high life lifted me from the stagnated place where I was, and ultimately, she made me happy.
But you say you was already happy.
Yeah, but not my best. So
Not
that's
at-
my equivalent of not being happy, because I wasn't happy arguing, but I was happy with that clientele. I mean, my lifestyle was exactly the same, but
Somebody added value.
Did y'all see him cheat the question though? Like, I just want to make sure y'all seen what I saw.
how did I cheat the question?
I'm gonna make sure that everybody watching and listening understand that you just cheated that, right?
How did I cheat
Because
the
everybody here came with a straight line,
Straight like he went
straight line. Then when we finally get to you, we go like this.
You all wiggly.
We go. Let's make sure they can see it. Get close up on it.
This is what he said.
That's where he went.
He said I went there. Look, he said, it's like,
That's what happened.
it's how you do it, man. Look.
Jumping all over.
That's what happened.
Shit.
See that down play right there? He went zestful right there.
Ooh, not zestful.
Because I'm not at my best, but I
But
don't
you know what? I understand what you mean on what you're saying on one part, because I wanted to add to that.
Okay.
Right. So the fact is, you are already whole within yourself, which is great.
I was already
So
home.
just because you removed yourself from a situation, so it wouldn't threaten your wholeness.
Was
right?
he removed or did he remove himself? Because
No, I was no. I wasn't. No. Calm down. I wasn't. Yeah, we gotta calm you down. Calm. Yeah.
Here we go.
Calm
Let's get
down.
it, let's get it,
Calm
let's
down,
get it.
Playboy. Let's calm you down right there. Yeah, you had your moment. You got real zesty. You the one just got
shit.
zesty.
Okay.
You the one zesty.
All right, we liking this word.
Yeah. Now at the end of the day, I was not in my happiest state, and she came in and made me happy. I'm telling you.
Right. So what I'm saying is, right. So the fact that you came out of the space of that arguing, whoever that was, right, and you got something else, right?
Right.
Right. So what I'm saying is, I see that but the thing is, you knew when to leave a situation that was no longer serving
No.
you. No, you didn't.
No, I
Oh.
didn't know when to leave.
Oh.
She came in zestfully and said,
Well, that's
Wait. So what
She
you're saying
snatched
is,
you out of it.
Yes.
so you were in it,
yes.
and then you.
Now
That's
I want
another
to.
thing.
that's how he got made happy.
Yeah, I got made
So
to
he
be
had to
happy.
step out
Yeah,
to get it.
I
Yeah,
can respect
I
that.
ain't get out there and tried to get happy. I was you about to be happy, and I'm about to show you.
Okay, she
Yeah,
put that happiness
yeah,
on.
you about to get happy today. Today. Powerful. I was like, wow. I'm coming out. I'm talking about mine.
You were whole within, to the point where sometimes when you meet people, some people can add value to your life, to where it's like, that's what it means. Is that they're not making you happy, but they're adding value.
person, like somebody that's not happy. Can
Me-
somebody come make that person happy?
Me not being 1,000% happy is misery for me. You gotta. I know it's hard to do, but if I'm a little bit off, I'm miserable. I'm used to having it my way, and I wasn't having it my way because I was fighting and I was
So the only way for you to be happy is for it to be completely your way.
listen, man, dig this here.
That's a good question, because I want to know that too.
The only way for me to be happy is to have it my
You
way.
said my way,
You said
No,
You said
or the highway.
No.
That's what I heard.
If I'm not having it my way, then I'm not happy. But that's not the only way for me to be happy. If you're a little bit off, if I'm a little bit off,
So
don't
you,
look at me
so
like
you're
that.
miserable because it's not going your way. You said because you miserable.
trying to
Am I the
understand. I'm
only
trying
one
to
that's like, what is he
I mean,
saying?
I'm trying to understand. I mean, I
He
am.
said he's miserable because it's not his way.
Man, y'all making this.
But then he said, if I'm not all the way,
Then I'm not happy.
I'm just,
Clarify.
I had
I
my
was
time.
not.
had my
I was
time.
not.
I'm cool.
You had your time. You had your time. Wait till Thursday night. You had your time.
I'm cool. I don't got nothing else to say.
Zest.
Oh man, y'all did that. Let me better. So let me do this. Let me show you how professional I can be. Let me become sharper. Let me take my time at a later date and think about what I'm saying, because it ain't coming across good. It's coming across as my way or the highway, and that's definitely not the case.
Okay.
My happiness was altered. It's still coming off wrong. I can feel it. It's about to be wrong. It's about to be wrong. I can.
Yeah. So
Hey,
here's the question. So you got out of that relationship and you got in a relationship that made you happy.
Yes.
So if you lost that, what happens?
If I lose the relationship,
That made you happy. Are you miserable?
no, I'm not miserable, because I was never miserable. But miserable for me was miserable for me.
So if you out of that relationship, you not getting your way because now you can't be happy, right?
So you let it go because you ain't get your.
Yeah, we gonna let you think about that.
Look at like that.
Yeah,
We gonna do it first in podcast history. We gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I incomplete. This is an INC. Let's leave this as an incomplete.
Man.
People, this has been one of the best nights that I've ever had. This has been a phenomenal night with phenomenal women. To our supporters,
Thank you.
the people who help make this possible, we'd like to say to you, our supporters and sponsors, that all cash is verified. One of my close friends, they say, hey, CJ, what does that all cash is verified mean? What does all cash is verified mean? He said it with authority. What that means is we're not nullifying anybody's help. Everything coming in or anything going out is verified. We stamping it. Just like we had the stamp bro coming there. We give a stamp of approval. So we appreciate what you give to us. We appreciate you sharing and liking all of that. It's all verified. So, we just like to say that to our supporters and sponsors. I'd like to also shout out all of our phenomenal women. Yes, I have to say that.
Most
But
definitely.
it has to happen. Look at it. Look, they're loving that. They're loving that. Yes, we like to shout out all of our phenomenal women. Think about this topic. Now, I'm man enough. Maybe some years ago, I would not have been able to say what I'm about to say right now.
Uh-oh.
But tonight, I have to walk out of this studio, this beautiful studio with these phenomenal women, and my bro here, Reno, with an incomplete. I have to sit down and think about what I'm going to say to complete this topic. So if anybody's willing to help me, like they've been helping me all night, I've been saying misspeaking words. I don't know. It's just I was so excited. So
It started with zest.
zest full.
Full of
Not-
zest.
As long as you don't say zesty. So y'all think about the topic. I'm in the incomplete. I'm in the doghouse here. So anybody who want in the doghouse with me, I got to think about this. Think about it. Think it over. What is it if someone comes fractured? If someone comes unhappy? If someone is not quite fulfilled with themselves, or a lack of word, miserable? Can someone come along and make them happy, and make them feel a euphoric state, and make them feel zesty? Think about that topic. Smoke it over. And what I'm forced now to do
is Smoke it over. I like that. Smoke it over.
Smoke it over.
Oh,
and what I'm forced to do now is go home and rethink my own topic. Because these phenomenal women and this brother here, this phenomenal brother, then just handed my topic back to.
I'm just a toxic event.
Yeah, he's very toxic today. Handed my topic back to me and got me thinking. So I'm gonna go back, hand my topic, take that back to be continued. So I'm gonna go and do my own homework, and I'll meet you back here. Until that time comes, remember Saturday morning topics is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Remember that. At that time on Saturday at 10 a.m., you will be greeted at the door. You will engage in topics and conversations, and you will see yet another phenomenal woman. That's how we roll.
And on Thursday, come pull up on the maestro.
Yeah, Thursday, TNS Society, hashtag TNS. It's definitely
volatile,
an event.
Hostile.
Look at him now. He overstepping all night.
Thursday is amazing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let him know.
Saturday is a beautiful thing. I frequent the Saturday. It's mild mannered Thursday night.
Thank you. To everybody out there, stay dangerous. I want to let you know that the boss, we play that 2 ways. We got a double entendre on that one. The boss, we'll give you a few testimonies on that next go around. And also a boss is a real location. I want to take y'all there one day. And I do want to let y'all know, outside of me stumbling on this topic, I did build my empire from the hustle. Let's get that clear. So my happiness is definitely solidified and verified in that. But Mr. Hustler, Mr. Become Sharper, Mr. Big TNS Thursday night, Mr. Barber 20 plus years, must go back to the drawing board and get this topic right. I have work to do. Nothing to be shameful about it. I just got to do the work. So y'all stay dangerous out there. We can't wait to see y'all again. Gonna become sharper. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, let us become sharper.